8:09, Rihanna right there with Diamonds. We're back here in the Eagle 810 Morning Cruise Control. I'm Senior Airman Kellen Carr, and I'm joined. I got a studio full right now. We got Family Advocacy's Janet Kokosinski. How you doing, Janet?
Carr.
How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. Glad to have you in the studio this morning.
Thank you.
We also have Mr. Tom Eaton.
Good morning. It's an epic day.
It's not even Tuesday. We got you back in the studio already.
I know. Lucky me.
Lucky you. Yes.
Lucky me.
Well, you brought a couple gentlemen with us.
Yes.
And very unique situation right here.
Yes.
These gentlemen are actually pregnant. We got A1C Brandt Perkins and Sergeant George Peoples. Good morning to you both.
How's everybody doing? What's going on?
I know people are like, what do you mean they're pregnant?
Yeah, they're not. Well, they are going to be. To this date, there's never been that I know of a man that's been pregnant.
No. Make sure you check out AFN Tokyo, the official Facebook page. We're about to have this interview with them, and it's going down in here. They're about to put on their bellies, and we'll have more on that coming up here in a moment. But first, we got to get to the music. We got Jason Derulo right here with Talk Dirty. Back here in the Eagle 810 studio, Kellen, we have Janet Kokosinski from Family Advocacy, Mr. Tom Eaton. We also have A1C Brandt Perkins and Sergeant George Peoples. They're in the studio, and it's time to put on these. Oh, what's up, Tom? You gave me that look.
No, let's get the party started.
We gotta get the party started. We've been telling everybody we got pregnant men in the studio. Well, they're not pregnant yet, but they're about to be. Well, let's put on these empathy bellies.
Do it.
All right, let's go.
And for our radio audience right now, we're going to be posting this to our AFN Tokyo official Facebook page. So if you haven't liked us already, make sure you do so.
Right, let's do it. Why don't you get over
They're
here?
putting the bellies on.
You hold that. And hold it.
How much do these bellies weigh?
30, 35 pounds.
30, 35 pounds.
30,
That's right, Janet.
35 pounds.
And they're simulating pregnancy. They have they have everything. They got breasts and belly.
They are anatomically correct.
Anatomically correct. Yes, they are. And I understand you guys have a bladder pouch as well to put on them?
Yes. Airman or Sergeant Peoples is going to put on a bladder pouch.
A bladder
Which will,
pouch.
Simulate the child resting, the child's head resting on the bladder. Kind of creates a need to, you know what? Yeah, I mean, go to urinate.
Yes. And then the other, you said, what's the other one they have? The bladder pouch, and then the one that restricts them from breathing.
This one puts pressure around the rib cage to give the impression of having a difficulty breathing because of having the uterus there and the breasts there. There's a lot of things taking up the space that the lungs would normally take up.
And A1C Perkins, how are you feeling right now? You got this thing on. That's okay. Just go ahead and bring the mic up to him. You got this thing on. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great.
You're feeling great? Is this similar to wearing like a flak vest or nothing like that at all?
It is, but it's a little bit more weight focused on the front, so it's just a little bit different.
A little bit different, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. If you would, go ahead and turn and look at that camera right there. We're actually recording this on our cameras here in the studio. So, folks, again, if you haven't done so already, go to our Facebook page, like us on there. We'll have this video up there. And Sergeant Peoples, how you feeling, brother?
Awkward.
Awkward.
You feel beautiful?
Yeah. I feel good.
Now, Sergeant Peoples, you're an Army guy, very good shape, and I'm sure you're used to wearing the flak vest quite a bit.
Yeah.
How is this for you? Is this a lot different? Like you said, it's focused more on the front.
Well, it's focused more towards the front. You know, the IBA.
Yes.
It has weight on the front and weight on the back, so it's dispersed evenly.
Yes.
And then we'll have rucksacks that we'll do ruck marches in. That's on the back, Yeah. But and we'll lean forward. But this is kind of like where you gotta go the other way. You gotta lean backwards, I guess.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it puts pressure on this part, the lower curve of the spine. Yes.
Yeah. So this will definitely be an experience.
Definitely. And now we're gonna put the blouse over the top of this.
Got the smock.
Got the smock.
To cover the parts.
And I really like. Okay, so Sergeant Peoples is wearing the bladder pressure, so he's probably going to be using the restroom a little more often.
Yes.
And A1C
Yes.
Perkins is has the one that's kind of keeping him, restricting his breathing.
He's got a rib cage belt, and that's to simulate the restriction of the breathing that comes with pregnancy. You can't quite get a full breath, a comfortable breath, and so that's what he's going to be dealing with today.
All right. Well, folks, stick around. We're going to be talking more with them here in a moment, getting some more reactions. They looking suited and booted. We'll get a nice little picture of them posted on our Facebook page. We got your weather, your yen rate, and more from Family Advocacy and our two gentlemen, our two pregnant individuals here in a moment. 8:32, we're back here in the Eagle 810 studio. It's Kellen. We got Janet Kokosinski from Family Advocacy, Tom Eaton, and A1C Brandt Perkins, one of our pregnant individuals, and Sergeant George Peoples. A1C Perkins looks at me every time like that. He's like, man, keep throwing that pregnant thing out there. No, but so, you got the vests on. You said they're 30 to 35 pounds, Janet?
Right.
And, which isn't nothing for these two to be lugging around, I don't think.
That's right, no big deal.
Except, it's a little front heavy, you said. And A1C Perkins has the restrictor to kind of restrict his breathing, which you said isn't very tight. So, Tom,
we're going to tighten it up.
We got to tighten that up. We got to cinch that up. And Sergeant Peoples has the bladder controller, the bladder pressure thingy.
Yeah, which simulates the baby's head on the bladder.
Yes.
So that's kind of what that's about.
Are you feeling that at all, Sergeant Peoples, yet?
Not yet, but I do feel pressure.
Most definitely.
Yeah, so.
All right. So how did you guys get involved with this? How did this Empathy Bellies, how did they get involved in this?
Great story. I think it's a great story. Sergeant Peoples was in my dad's 101 class at Family Advocacy, and we always give the dads an opportunity to put on the Empathy Belly and just kind of get a short snapshot of what that's like and take a picture of them. So I offered it to Sergeant Peoples, and he said, I won't do it for a picture. He said, I'll do it for a day. I'll do it a whole day. And I said, wow, what a great idea.
And so he's saying, I'm not going to put this on just for the moment, just to snap a photo of it and go,
not a photo
I'll wear it for the whole day.
And we took him up on it. We said, great, let's do it. And so then through Sergeant Carson, we found A1C Perkins, and here we are.
All right, and so it started today. Is it a 24-hour thing? How's this going to
work? No, I don't want them on for 24 hours.
He said you don't want
No. But we're going to go through the day as far as possible. But we're really trying to let them know if there's any discomfort, if there's anything, we want them to take it off.
Well, and what you listeners have to understand is Tom that's more worried about them. The two of them,
I've been very fatherly.
Hey, the two of them have been like, hey, they're gung ho about it.
I know,
like, hey,
I'm
let's
worried.
do it. How long you want me to wear this?
We got Army versus
Air Force going on. Yeah. And we said, I told A1C Perkins, I said, you got to hold it down for the Air Force because Sergeant Peoples is going to challenge you. He like, I'm not taking this thing off.
No, not at all.
Who's going to take it off first?
Yeah. Definitely Sergeant Peoples.
Okay.
Pregnancy is not for sissies, they say.
What's that?
Pregnancy is not for sissies.
No.
Right?
No.
I mean, this emulates or simulates the challenges of pregnancy, which include just the body temperature, perspiration, fetal kicking. There's some weights inside the bellies that simulate the kicking of the baby. The enlarged breasts and abdomen, sort of the body, the image change, pressure on the internal organs. There's a lot of stuff they're going to go through today. And we're going to have them back on tomorrow, and they can report.
And their wives are going to come in with them as well, right?
Absolutely.
And I got to ask, both of your wives are expecting, correct?
Yes, sir.
And A1C Perkins, when does your wife due?
July 24th.
July 24th. How about you, Sergeant Peoples?
June 10th.
June 10th. 5 days away.
5 days.
Holy moly. You should wear it for these next 5 days.
I should.
You should wear it for the next 5 days.
Matter of fact, we have an appointment today.
Oh,
so I'm going to wear it.
You're going to wear it to the appointment. That's what I'm talking about.
The appointment, yep.
They never know who the patient is, you or her.
I know, yeah. So whose appointment is it?
You know what? But honestly, though, like we were talking about offline, is both of you guys are, pretty good shape. You got some size on you. So for a moment there, it doesn't even really look like you're pregnant. It just looks like you guys, like you got that clump effect. Like it just makes you look chubby. But other than that, you guys are rocking that very well. So I must say, and I honestly, we're cracking jokes, and I've been saying all day, we got pregnant men and this and that, but I do tip my hat to you to do this, for your wives. That's very cool of you, to come up there, step up, and I mean, you're a man's man, seriously. For you to step up and do that for your wives, and I'm sure, you're going to get some jeers, you're going to get some laughs throughout the day.
Yes, sir.
But just know, y'all are the ones comfortable enough to do that, so that's cool. Big on you,
Gotta be pioneers.
So I'm ready to bring the wives in tomorrow and talk about this entire experience. So is there anything you guys wanted to add before we let you guys go? I know they got some events, some lunch and
right. We're going to be at the food court at noon. So we're gonna.
We be signing autographs. First
yeah,
pictures,
first pictures with them.
Autographs, take pictures, kiss babies, and all that kind of stuff. So.
I will say that rubbing the belly is quite nurturing.
I know that. I saw Sergeant Peoples. He was cupping it like it was a real baby in there.
That's the pressure.
Yeah.
Apparently from the
bladder.
Yeah, the bladder. I'm trying to pick
But
it up.
He said, "I'm trying to get it off the bladder."
Yeah.
You're really, but you're right. It's really nice to see them rubbing their belly, like as if there really is a baby in there, because that's what women do. We kind of pat our belly, kind of as a comforting measure for the baby. That's great. Both of you are doing that.
But
just naturally.
except they're comforting themselves. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're not really comforting. No, seriously though, we look forward to doing this tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
We'll have you guys back on with the wives and be able to talk about this experience. And again, I think it's very awesome. I think the only thing that would make it better is if you did the contraction simulation.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. Let's do it.
If you did the contraction simulation, take this to a whole nother level. But
Let's do it.
all right. Well, thank you very much, and see you guys tomorrow on the show here on the Morning Cruise Control. Make sure you tune in, folks, at 7 o'clock. We'll have them back in here, and we'll be talking about this experience and have the wives here as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you,
Yes,
Carr.
sir.